All right. So let us see our first problem, troubleshooting guide. Okay. So here you can see only uh, one repository, and in that repository I have one file. But later I will add uh, more files depending upon that what type of problem we are troubleshooting. But let's start with the basic troubleshooting. So here the problem is that pod is stuck in pending state. See, pending state means your pod is not ready to use. Means an application which is deployed in that particular pod, you cannot access it because it is in the pending state. So scheduler component of control plane, it is basically scheduling the pod to the worker node. And at this moment, it is in the pending state. Let us see with the example. So these are the possible reasons you are having no CPU or memory resource, no node available, PVC not bound or also not found, right? So those could be the reasons. Let us see. So now if I create a normal pods, for example, if I say kubectl and get pods, okay, as of now, I don't have any pod. So I will create a pod kubectl and run say pod 2 with the image, say nginx. Now this pod will be created. Now we can see kubectl get pods minus o void. So you can see my pod is in the running state. So it is pending, then container creating, and then it will be in the running state. Okay. And it got created on worker node 2. And this is the IP address of my pod. So everything looks fine, right? But now where the problem comes. For example, you are creating a pod by using a YAML file. So here, um, I'm just running this command ---- dry run equals to client minus o YAML, right? So it will give me this definition. So what I will do, I will I will create a YAML file. Okay, so I will just put it into pod 2.yaml file. Okay, now what I will do, I will just delete this pod which I'm already running. So I'll say kubectl delete pod and pod 2. So I have deleted this pod. Now, if I say kubectl and get pods, so as of now, there is no pod. Now I will open pod 2.yaml file, right? So in my virtual machine setup, if you see here, if I go to the settings, right? So in this, in the general settings, you will find that I have 16. This is the screen display. Okay, now I'm looking for the CPUs. So we will give some CPU which is more than the CPU of whatever is allocated. So we will find here, you see the base memory is 4098, means 4 GB, and processor, I have two processors, right? So number of processors are two. Now what I want to do, I want to create a pod which request for that machine or that worker node which is having more than two processor. So I don't have any machine which is having more than two CPUs. In that case, your pod will be in the pending state. Let us try that one. So if I go here, and what I'll do, I will go to the resources, and in the resources, I will say requests, right? And we will have the CPUs, and I will say I request for 4 CPU. Okay. I don't need other these settings. Okay. My pod name, I will just name it differently. I will call it as intensive pod. Okay. So which needs a worker node are which is having more than 4 CPUs, right? So let us save this. Now, if I say kubectl and create -f pod 2.yaml file, right? My intensive pod get created. Let us see whether it is created or not. Kubectl get pods. Now you will see it is in the pending state. Why it is in the pending state? Let us figure out that one also. So now what you can do, kubectl describe and the pod name, which is the intensive pod. Right now, here you can see there is an error in the event. It is saying that nodes 0 out of 3 nodes are available. So I have a cluster which is having 3 nodes, one master, 2 worker node. One node had untolerated taints. So my master node is tainted node, right? And 2 are having insufficient CPU. See, it is saying insufficient CPU. What is the request? For 4 CPU. It does not have. That is why my pod is in the pending state, right? So you need to run the describe command and you need to see the events, why this is happening, why my pod is in the pending state, right? So this could be one reason. So you just need to troubleshoot your pod with the describe command. So I will delete this kubectl delete pod, and the pod name I'm just using hyphen all. It will delete all the pods. Now consider you are using some other. There could be some other reasons, right? So as it mentioned that no node available. For example, you are writing the same code. So if I go here and if I open the same pod2.yaml file, right? So what I will do, I will remove this resource part and I will change the name of this pod. I will call it as production pod. Okay. And what I'm going to do, uh, I'm going to select the node name, right? So I'm selecting the node name, which is say worker 3, which does not exist. Now let me save this. Now if I say kubectl and create -f pod 2.yaml file. Now again it will be in the pending state because worker 3 does not exist. Kubectl get pods and you can see it is in the pending state. Now let us see the reason. So if I say kubectl describe pod, which is production pod, okay, and here in the events it does not have any information so far because it is in the pending state. It is searching, right? So here you can see the status is pending, and we can also check kubectl logs of my production pod, right? So it is saying pod worker 3 does not found. Okay, worker 3 not found. So that is the reason, right? Same way, if you are using a volume and that volume does not exist, PV or PVC does not exist, then it will give you the pending error. So I hope you understand that there are a number of reasons. There could be some more reasons, like if your pod uh, is a normal pod, but your worker nodes are the tainted nodes. Okay, so let me show you that also. If I say kubectl delete pods pod. Now kubectl get pods, so there is nothing running, right? Now if I say kubectl and taints I want to taint my node, which is worker 1 and worker 2, right? So I want to taint these two nodes, right? And I want to give or let us give different properties to worker 1. I'll say app equals to web and no schedule. Okay, so I'm just putting the no schedule effect. Same way, uh, okay, this is not taints, it is taint, right? Now, same way, I will put one more, say app equals to db, and this is for my worker node too. Now, both the nodes are tainted nodes. Now, if I create a kubectl create, not create, run minus create pod 2 with the image, say Nginx. Okay, I'm creating a normal pod. Now, if I say kubectl and get pods, so you see it is in the pending state. So it is not getting allocated anywhere, right? Now we will see the reason. So if I say kubectl and describe pod 2, right? Here you can see 0 out of 3 nodes had untolerated taints. Okay, all are untolerated, right? So that is why my my pod is not getting created. So I hope you understand that if the pod is in the pending state, it means it is not allocated on any node. Secondly, how to troubleshoot? Use the describe command, use the kubectl logs command, right? So I will remove this taint kubectl and taint for the nodes worker 1. I want to just remove the app taint, right? And same way for that also, I think it is app, right? So yeah, that's it for this lecture. In next lecture, we will see one more problem and we will try to figure it out. Till then, bye-bye.